Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Hold on, I need to double check. Did I leave that magic circle running? No, I turned it off. Cool. Anyways, last time we continued our adventures into the Other. So, so yeah, we started running around, or I guess technically we started off by running an experiment setting up a boundary of life drain. So, we used this thing to become functionally immortal in the Naruto series, just by setting up a bunch of training dummies around it. So, I'll go over more of my testing with that in a moment. But the last time, I thought it was working just fine. I might not have been as right about that as I thought I was. Anyways, after that, we took off back to the Other, where we started off by exploring the Piglin village. So that's just an underground village. It's got a whole bunch of piglins, as you might expect. They've got some pillager friends you've got to clear out. Apparently, I killed enough of them to become good again, or mostly good. Actually, there were a bunch of witches in the ancient temple that we also cleared, so I suppose it could have been them too. But yeah, we killed a bunch of piglins, killed a bunch of illagers that were in our way, cleared out literally. I want to say it was 2.5 stacks of gold blocks, specifically gold blocks, and over a stack worth of all the modium ingots. So yeah, that was a lot. That place had a lot of enchanted books that are all now in the machines. I also went ahead and disenchanted all of the armor we got between all the armor we got in them, and threw it all into here. Become enraged when taking damage. Berserker's Fury. Ooh, that's a new one. That one sounds cool. I did also get a Sharpness 9 book as well, so that's going to go on Morgan real quick. So can I just do that, or am I? Oh yeah, I just have enough levels for that. Cool. So yeah, we're doing pretty well as far as all that stuff goes. But yeah, we took on the Piglin Fortress. It wasn't anything too special. It was just a village underground with a bunch of piglins, so on and so forth. Then we went to the ancient temple, where we found piglitches, which I have 8 trophies for, and 15 hearts. Yeah, they have 10,000 health, but they're complete pushovers. Like, I technically don't need Morgan to beat them. It would just take me 20 minutes to do it without it. Like, I could 100% just do it with this sword, stand with like 4 blocks away, and just keep hitting it and knocking it a block back every time it tries to get close. It would just take me so long that it's not worth doing it even once. So, yeah, that temple had a bunch more Aldemodium, bunch more gold, bunch of other resources, and enough vibranium nuggets across the two for 31 full blocks. So that's pretty cool. Actually, I think 6 of that comes from ore. Actually, it might be 8, because we went back with a huge fortune on our pickaxe. So yeah, I think 8 of that is actually from ores, and the rest is from nuggets. Anyways, the pocket thing that I had made before we started last time is now organized a bit more. This thing is super, super handy. Like, yeah, this thing is overpowered for how easy it is to get. It costs, essentially, the most expensive thing in here is 2 wither stars that we have an infinite number of. So, it's more or less free for us. So, that's about it for what happened last time. We should have brought a model framework with us last time to get a piglet data model, but I completely forgot that I needed to do so, so we're going to be heading back there and setting that up in a moment. Anyways, between episodes, I dealt with most of the inventory stuff. I do have some stuff in this backpack that I need to go take care of in a moment before we go too far. But other than that, all of the armor and all the enchantment books have been disenchanted and run through here. Anything that didn't have a rarity of anything that wasn't epic or legendary or whatever it's called, it got put in here. Everything else is at the house. All the enchantments are in here, so on and so forth. And I decided that this thing, this XP draining thing, it's really just not cutting it anymore. It has over 700 buckets of fluid XP. It's going to take another 2 hours, if not longer, to turn that all into experience jellies. So I went ahead and started looking at alternatives. So to start with, I made the memory stick. It's a curio, it stores experience, and if you left click, you can set it to automatically pick up any experience orbs you pick up. That's very simple. 2 plastic, which we now make soul sand, 2 gold, 2 diamonds, and an emerald. Pretty simple. And the way it works, I shift right click, and it will store 1 level at a time. So basically, I'm just gonna do this real quick. Eat all of this up. Probably should have started by doing this. So, eat. We're now up to level 66. I'm just going to... Oh, okay, I can hold right-click. That makes it even better. So, just going to keep storing things up in here. And you can sort of see that little red bar on it slowly starting to fill up. And if we look at it again, it's at 11,000 experience, or 66 levels. So I have filled this thing up all the way once before, and it sadly only maxes out at 92 levels. So it's really good. It's pretty fast. It only takes like a moment or two compared to literally like 20 minutes to put 100 levels into that machine. Like I've literally stood on this thing for 20 minutes straight to go from 110 or something like that to empty. But yeah, I can just keep doing this. 73, I could keep doing that. It's pretty quickly going to reach 92, and it's going to max out. I want to say it's specifically 25182 experience or something like that. It's some sort of bit number. I don't remember what. But, so I saw that was limited, realized that doesn't really cut it fully. Let's take a look at other options, in which I found the Hero's Medallion. A little bit more expensive, this takes a lot of the reliquary items. The witches' hats, we have a bunch of them for free, basically, from killing a bunch of witches. The Coin of Fortune, a single Batwing, we have 2. Nebulous Hearts, we have infinite of. Gold Nuggets, we essentially have infinite of. And I managed to find some slimes because a boss spawned them in after it died. So got that, another Nebulous Heart, and the Infernal Tear. These drop from Blazes, we have infinite of you. Nebulous Hearts are eternal. I have a couple of Slime Pearls. And an Infernal Claw, which is another Slime Pearl. More of you, so on and so forth. So it's a lot of the reliquary stuff. It's a little expensive. We didn't have a lot of those materials, but I figured it was worth it. So the way this thing works, I cannot shift click or anything to start putting levels in. That is... Okay, do not look at the ground when you do this. Look upwards, otherwise it's just going to drop experience orbs. So this thing currently has 100 levels and 501 experience points in it. If I right click, I'll start taking those out of there. If I shift right click, you can see like 3 a second probably. At 3 levels a second, it will start to draining levels from us and putting it in here. And currently it is at 104. You can see there it's doing 47 at a time is a... Yeah, 47 at a time is a weird number. But, yeah, it's pretty fast. It's pretty fast, and it has an infinite number. It's slower than this thing, but where it's infinite, it's still so fast that unless I'm up to 100 levels, that number's not going to matter anyways. So that Hero's Medallion, I think, is what we're going to be using to store our experience from now on. It also automatically takes any experience I get, which is also pretty nice. So you were fun for a test, you're going back in there. You're probably not going to get used from here on. This is always going to be in the inventory. Anyways, other than that, I think that was most of it. As I was saying, I did another quick test with this. So this is the boundary of Drain Life. It's still going strong. I've now set it up with 5 target dummies. This isn't as strong as it was before, apparently. Hold on, are you burning? Oh, I put back on the armor so it instantly summoned a dog. Wait, you burn in daylight even if they're in water? I didn't realize drowned burnt. That's weird. Anyways, I needed a testing dummy, or I needed something to actually hit me, but I don't know if I have a good way to do that. Is that drown still fine? Oh wait, no, that was probably the thing. Anyways, we saw it was a special effect that I cast on it, okay. But we see that our healing thing is still going. our current healing right now is from saturation. I had seen that that was producing more Mahu than it was wasting, and I thought that was indication that it was going to be good and still work as it did in Naruto. But now we're at almost half health, a little bit over, I think. Actually, it's pretty close. That might actually be our half health. Our whereabouts... No, that's like only 9 hearts down. But you can see, this machine is definitely still running, and is definitely still producing Mahu faster than it's losing. But apparently, its HP regeneration... Yeah. Yeah, the HP regeneration from this thing is apparently either not a thing or very finicky. I did start regenerating hearts a little bit ago, but I don't know if it's really working as it used to. I think they might have removed it. I think ATM might have specifically removed the whole mana life regen from this. Because oh, that life regen is definitely coming from the vampiric glove. Hold on, take that off for a moment. Punching this thing. Yeah, I can punch it, I'm gathering it with her, but you can see our health isn't regenerating. I should have done more of a test with this last time. I saw that part of what I was expecting to work worked, and expected the rest of it to work too. But this is a more proper test, and this is a more proper showing that I was just completely wrong and should have done more looking into this. But, yeah. We now have an infinite Mahu machine as long as we're nearby, but we can't actually become functionally immortal anymore. We're gonna have to work on getting good armor for that fact, or for that parts. So, that was the little test I ran. Also, between episodes, I went ahead and made the Living Things book. It's essentially a book in a lapis. And it told me that I could tame owls using using a couple of wheat seeds. Owls are carnivores, not entirely sure why you tame them with seeds, but oh well, it's Minecraft. Anyways, we now have a pet owl, and if I click on it with seeds, it will start following me around, but I don't really want to take it into danger. I can't hurt it because I've used a Geos on it, but it's just gonna be here being cute, I guess. They kept moving in. Might as well tame one. I actually wanted to see if there was anything else they could do, but that was it. But that's probably enough rambling for now. I just spent the last 15 minutes on just stuff that happened between episodes. I'm gonna go deal with the rest of this little inventory stuff I have going on. And then we're going to head back, set up a data model for the pig glitch, and then there's one more dungeon for us to clear in that dimension, so I'll see you in a moment. So I accidentally opened up I accidentally turned on shaders when I meant to open up the map. And oh my goodness, this dimension becomes so much more depressing. This is heavy. This is a much heavier dimension with shaders on. Let's turn those back off. But this is what it looks like normally. I think I might have fog turned down low or something. But yeah, here we are. There should be pig glitches. I seen them on the map. Looks like they're inside. But I did come back, clear out all the extra gold that we left behind last time. So we now have a data model for the pig glitch. This is going in here. Come on. I'm stuck in a wall. So this is going to replace the Ender Dragon one for now, I guess. Still need to go back and kill a bunch more of those. But this can go here. Oh, I got a witch spawn egg, cool. Anyways, time to start beating up pig glitches. Let's get at least... yeah, we do like 500 a swing with our damage over time. Yeah, these things are not a threat. Where? They're there. They're in the wall. Apparently they can spawn inside the walls, which is weird. Yeah, there's just like a little gap in there. Apparently I killed them through it, but anyways. Where's the rest of them? There's one. I just have to kill 3 more and we can at least get the data model going. It looks like I'm getting 4. Yeah, these things are considered bosses and they've got rare important boss drops, but they are not a threat. Also, I totally should have took off the Wither Skeleton one instead. Hold on a second. I need to double check something. I need one more of these things. I am currently at 10 out of, I'm currently at 10 remaining. Um, I see more on the map. It's just, where are you? I pressed shaders again, dang it. Looks like they're inside, whether or not they're inside. Oh, L is a mess. That is advancements. Are they just upstairs? How do I get upstairs again? I know there's actual stairs somewheres. Here we go. So, are you just on this floor, hopefully, or am I going to have to go through walls again? I'm trying to avoid fighting as much as possible. I'm just here for wither pigs, or, things. Words are hard. Yeah, they just appear to be gone. They're on the map, obviously. Just can't find them in person. Oh, there we go. So, we're at 10. I'm trying to kill just the one. Yeah, that went to 8. Is this because of the whole thing where our Morgan has a chance to double the loot tables, to roll the loot tables twice? Is this because of a scavenger? Oh, that's really cool if that's the case. That essentially just doubles our learning rate for a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, I'm real cool with that. That is awesome. So, that's good to know. I brought the stuff to make another waystone, and I had meant to make another waystone, but I kind of forgot before I came here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make another one of those. I have everything I need. It's just going to take me a moment of just grabbing stuff out of the inventory. And once I'm done with that, we're going to keep going and go find the ancient, or the dungeon, I believe it's just called. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, I placed the, I placed that waystone, and then I teleported back to the exit so I could start the run. From the pyramid, it was 2,600 blocks. From the spawn, it's 1,600 in this direction, so here we go. But apparently, we need to pretty quickly upgrade our Iron Spells book, because, yeah, our only real way of traveling in this dimension, well, we technically could use the jetpack or the umbrella, but the umbrella is considerably slower, and the jetpack has limited fuel. So the best way to do it is to go 1, 2, teleport, 1, 2, teleport. That seems to be the fastest way of traveling. It's like 30 blocks every couple of seconds, and that way I'm not slowed down. But the problem is, I keep running out of magic. Like, it costs 22 or 24 or something like that to teleport. And in that time it takes in the cooldown, I've only recovered like 12, so very quickly running out of it. So when we get back, that might be one of the first things we look at. But anyways, as I'm just rambling and running, we're getting pretty close, so it's only going to be another moment probably. And in fact, it should probably start coming into view in just a moment. I don't think it's that ship right there. I want to say it's the structure next to it. I keep Control-T, but that opens up something completely different. So, I believe this is it. Close enough where I can start using that a bit more freely. The dungeon. I believe it straight up is just called the dungeon, if I remember correctly. But we're here. We got the Piglich. The Piglich is a boss added by ATMTeam. He has 1,000 hearts. That's not right. And he currently has no attacks, but trust me, when he does, they will be devastating. When killed, he'll drop his heart, which we'll be needing for alloys in the ATM star. Look into ways of farming them, like with hostile neural networks or Ender IO. Cool, thank you. Anyway, that's an important thing. We got it. Unobtainium and all the modium added together gets that. This one is the one that we find in the end, right? I want to say so, but I don't remember. Anyways, we got vibranium. We got it. It doesn't have any uses. You can find it abundantly in the other. We got it for free. Or we got it, another one for free, rather. The Arcanist armor. Ooh, that's tier 6 from, what's the magic mod called? The one with the armor we're using. The one that lets us summon our dogs. Ars Nouveau. So it actually wants us to make Ars Nouveau armor. It wants us to make all, I believe that's Iron Spells armor with it, and just regular armor with it. Cool. Of those, we'd probably go for the Ars Nouveau one. Although I am about to start using up Iron Spells a lot more, so maybe that one would be worth it too. Anyways, I digress. Here we are. Don't really need you in hand. The dungeon. Oh yeah, that's why I was going in here, to see if there was info on the dungeon. The other... Not that one. Pyramid is one of 3. Oh, this just doesn't tell us anything about the structures in this dimension. Oh well, I guess we'll have to figure that out on our own. So, I believe we're just going through the front door, right? Did I throw... Ah, yeah, there it is. Actually, it's been in my inventory too long. I haven't actually eaten in a while. So, I guess we're eating something regular for once. Just to bring us the rest of the way, let's break through the cage, and into the dungeon we go. Of course it's full of witches. I don't want to kill witches. That's gonna make us good, and I don't want to be good. Anyways, another free backpack. Oh, we've got a creeper spawner and a bunch of creeper skulls in here. You know what? This is probably why we started boosting Morgan. Scavenger is probably why we started strengthening Morgan a little bit faster, and why we keep getting that double plus 10 in the chat bar for tombstones. That's a lot of player skulls. I think player skulls actually have some uses, don't they? Maybe I need to add a spot for Ash real quick. There's, nope, that's the wrong thing. Need to add a spot for Ash real quick, and catalyzing, sugar, all that stuff, basically, and you. In fact, I thought I already had one for Wither Skulls, but I guess not. Everything else can go in there, and you are used for Slice and Splice, the Necromancer Staff, Player Skull Cap. Okay, so it technically has a couple of uses, but nowhere near as many as I was kind of expecting to see. But all of you can go like that. You're just an extra backpack. You probably have some junk in you. We could take the redstone if we want. What are we looking at as far as chests go? I haven't seen any yet. Go kindly right away. That was loud. Ooh, slimes. Is that the slime spawner? It is, but we seem to be having problems using our spell that lets us pick up anything in this dimension. So I would love to take those slime spawners, but I think you know what? I should have gone ahead and made a second one, just in case there was anything else we found that we needed a data model for. Because a slime one would be super important right now, because we don't actually have much of it ourselves. I need to set up something for grave dust in here too. Anyways, go away. Are there any chests in this place? It looks like these little side platforms don't have much going for them. Is this really all this place is? It's 4 towers with nothing but spawners in them? I suppose this place is good for grinding up a bunch of good loot from mobs, but it's not actually hiding anything super important as far as loot goes. I was kind of here looking for chests because we still haven't gotten a vibranium smithing template yet, which is kind of important. I might have to just keep... Maybe I missed something? This really isn't a very interesting dungeon. Just a note, let me get a little bit of a safe distance away. I did set this to look for the dungeon, right? Structure, dungeon. Wait, 65. 20. Okay, yeah, so this is definitely the dungeon. It's too big to not be. Unless there's something hiding underground. In fact, there might be. That's just like a little side staircase into there. Anything actually in here? No, there's little iron things. Yeah, I think this is the whole thing. I'm gonna do a double sweep through to see if I missed any chests, but I don't think I did. Maybe I should start breaking through some walls, see if there's anything hiding in them too. But I might just have to see you in a moment, see if I missed anything. So, 1 second. Okay, there's definitely something in this wall, but inventory is a complete mess. Let's just bust through this wall real quick. I think our Aldemodium pickaxe is still faster. What is that? That's just normal water. Uh, why on earth have they imprisoned the pillagers in this little... Oh, those are blocks of netherite. I found the important stuff. Yeah, it's a good thing I came in here. So obviously we want those. And in fact, I might be breaking a bunch of spawners in here. I don't think I have a reason to keep all of them around. In fact, I can throw away wither skulls. Those are one of the least important things I can get out of here. So we know we need to go into these. And in fact, I might do so on my own in a moment. But is that really it as far as important loot goes? We're just going to get like 8 netherite blocks. Which, I mean, that is really good. I'm not going to complain about it. Oh, this one has diamond blocks. Oh, they all do. Okay, so there are some goodies that I missed just on that first little thing. And once again, I thought I had wither ribs set up. That's the wrong machine. I thought I had wither ribs set up in here, but I guess not. There's too many different types of trophies. There's no way I could put them all in here. Red hearts, I thought I already had set up, but I guess not. Slime balls I'll set up in here for now, but those probably aren't going to last in here. Yeah, so it looks like we have a couple of blocks of diamond on top of all of these. There's blocks of netherites inside of all of them. But I don't see anything as far as chest goes. And I was kind of hoping to come here and get a hold of... Okay, it works. It's working on the glowstone there. I was kind of hoping here to search for the smithing template. But if there's no chest, I don't think we're going to be finding it. I'm going to grab all the netherite blocks while I'm here and all the diamond blocks. And then I might just see you in a moment. Okay, yeah, I just cannot use them on those, I guess. Oh, well. Let me get to work. Okay, so 16 blocks of diamond and currently only 6 here, but I already put 2 away. So that's looking pretty good now, isn't it? But I did in fact find something that we missed on our first sweep. And that was by a little bit of digging underneath here. There's a bunch of spawners, but if you dig a hole in there, there is in fact something hiding under the well that we need to go clear out. So I'm going to assume this is where we're going to find the bulk of the loot, other than just whatever we can get from a mob drop. So, I mean, still not a single chest. I don't believe that there is not a single chest in this entire structure. Okay. Grimoire of Evocation. Hold on, I want that. Oh, that one has all the Fang wards and summon things built in. That's how it works. Do I break those? I really want to break that thing. But it is also way too important to have infinite totems of undying, I think. I don't think a single torch is going to be enough to stop that thing from spawning. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if this dimension gets rid of the light requirements for spawners working. I'm gonna hope this works. I don't want to break any of these spawners. They feel too important to keep around. Aha, finally torches. Just light up everything. Our dogs can deal with the enemies for right now. We're just gonna run around and put torches on literally anything we can. And honestly, now I've got to deal with inventory again. So many totems undying, probably never gonna need them. Haven't used a single one anyways, but anyways. Grab all of that. What sort of site do we have right now? That's zinc site. Never mind, not important. Wow, that's a lot of things. More of those. Soul Snatcher. Increases the damage gained by Chain of Souls. No idea what just bit me right there, but okay. All of you is important. Is this going to be a lot of the same old, same old? Some netherite gear, but mostly just gold, enchanted books, and whatnot? I really hope not, because that got very samey after a while in the last dungeon. I'm hoping that it was just this this group of chests are gonna be like that, but the rest aren't. Because, yeah, not really looking forward to clearing this whole place if it's exactly the same. I'm also just not at all happy to hear that this whole time either. Okay. Little side path here. Light it up. Honestly, I could probably destroy the pillager spawners, no problem. I don't think I care about those. Wither skeleton, we already have you. I mean, that's a lot of gold, netherite gear. We're gonna take it all, but leave it for now. Gonna take you, but leave it for now. Obviously there's a spawner in the floor here. Where is it? No idea, just put torches. We're gonna see what's in loot tables, but leave most of them for now, I think, unless it's super important. Okay, that one's got... Obviously gonna clear that one, obviously gonna clear that one. This is just the same room. Is it a lot of the same room over again? Just, Okay, this room feels important. What are those? Ooh, ancient bookshelves. Okay, this room is cool. This room is the reason we're here, I think. You are just skeleton spawners, so you're not important. Oh, that's a trial spawner. What? It's a trial spawner for you, for evokers. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem breaking that thing, but it might drop something special once it's done summoning them, so let's just see what happens here. Everything can go in here. Vexes, I hate with a burning passion. Second least favorite mob in all of Minecraft. First being phantoms, of course. But, come on. I hear... Oh, there we go. Okay, this is what we're here for. Unobtainium... Wait, that's unobtainium. That is not at all what we're here for, actually. It's very close and very important, but not what we're here for. We are here for vibranium smithing templates game, not unobtainium. You're a little bit early with that. We can't even get unobtainium yet. But okay. Good to know, but we just need to come back here and fight that thing again at some point. And in fact, I'm going to make an extra waypoint and leave it down here too. But diamonds. This is going to be a lot of chests to come back for, but it's too much to deal with grabbing it all right now. I've also got turned around. Here's where I started. Let's start at the starting point instead of going too far ahead any other direction. So this side, completely cleared. Cool. Upstairs, completely cleared. Cool. That's got stuff going on. Not gonna go that way yet. This side, it's more spawners. Okay. So, I am in no danger whatsoever. If I actually decide to fight, everything around me dies. So far, it's looking... I don't need this many evoker spawners. And in fact, the only reason I would want all these evokers would be for all of the totems I'm dying. So, why did I not auto pick up those emeralds there? Come on. That's looking all good. Totems I'm dying are now auto picked up, and I can store 1 million of them. Literally, I can literally store 1 million of them. There's an extra one of these. You're going in here. Cool. So, if the rest of this dungeon is just going to look exactly like this, I'm not super looking forward to clearing the rest of it. I'm hoping that there's special rooms hidden in here. And I'm also hoping that, eventually, I'll clear out enough of them where that's not all I can hear all the time. I'm just breaking every spawner from here on. I don't care enough. Nothing too important. Like, we're set on materials as far as diamonds, gold, and emeralds go. I don't think we're ever going to worry about it for the rest of the game. I'll run back through, grab all the vibranium and whatnot eventually. Should also start... Okay, there's a side room there. We're not going to bust through the wall to get into it. But Okay, is this a proper dead end? Cool. We found a proper dead end. That means we can run back. Yeah, we're gonna run back. I'm going to block that side off with just like a wall of a cobblestone somewheres, and then we can keep going from there. Except I can't do that because then I would forget to come back for the chest, probably. Yeah, this is a slight problem. All of that can go in there. Anything that can fit in here is going to fit in here. Everything else can go in here. I have to keep running. I cannot leave a space for gems right now. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just gonna keep running. I think I might just have to come back when I find a room that is actually different. Because right now, it's a lot of very samey hallways. Every chest right now is more or less the exact carbon copies of the same exact loot. Just you can see in the side, you're going to get a bunch of diamonds, you're going to get a bunch of emeralds, you're going to get some netherite and some diamond gear. Occasionally, all the modium and vibranium. But for the most part, it's just a lot of the same old loot. I'm really hoping that eventually I'm going to get something different. And these rooms right here are super duper important. Like, the loot in them is exactly the same. Ninja. What is that exactly? Dodge an attack with the mummy familiar effect. Mummy familiar? But I don't have a mummy familiar. I do love that the random... I do kind of love the random effect thing. Sometimes. Sometimes the effects kind of suck. Other times... you'll just get superpowers for a moment that you shouldn't have access to yet. There's all that. Vibranium. All the modium. Cool. I don't actually need trophies. There's no reason to take trophies. They're just kind of cool things. Anyways, we want to break all these spawners, and we care about the trial spawner specifically. So break all of those. Yeah, this side, I was a bit afraid this one didn't have a trial spawner because it didn't really look like it was spawning at first. Okay, nothing on the lecterns. Was that a named village? Evoker for a moment, it looked like. Okay, still nothing in the chest we care about. Let's see what the evoker drops. Is it going to be another unobtainium thing? I'm really hoping for vibranium here, game. Like, I think we already have unobtainium. That's not what we're here for. We can't even get it until we get the other one. So please give us the other smithing templates. That's another unobtainium smithing templates. Still not what we're here for, game. I suppose I'm not going to complain about it because it is very important. But, yeah, not exactly what we're in the market for right now. Anyways, it looks like it's just going to be pretty samey from here on. I think there are some rooms that are going to be different. Like, we saw a lava room through a wall, but we didn't enter it yet. Okay, here's another dead end. We know upstairs doesn't go anywheres. We can travel back through here to this room. Okay, that one we haven't cleared. This way we've cleared. I think this... yeah, this dead ends again. Cleared this room. That's one dead end. It goes into a different dead end there. Wait, which ones? Yeah, I should have marked them off somehow. So this is a dead end. We just cleared it. I'll mark it with a trophy, because sure, why not? This is a different dead end. We just cleared it. Upstairs doesn't go anywhere. Here? Yeah, that's a weird hole in the wall. That way still needs to be cleared. This way still needs to be cleared. Yeah, I'll see you if I get to a different room that we haven't seen before, but right now, yeah, this dungeon is cool. I'm glad it exists. I like the trial spawners giving us cool loot, but for right now, the rest of the loot is feeling not very special. It's exactly the same loot we got out of the other two dungeons in this dimension, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, so I've been at this for like 15 minutes. I actually need to stop and repair Morgan real quick. Yeah, even with really good armor, infinite food, and a sword that can one-shot literally everything in this place, almost at one time. Yeah, this dungeon is hard. Not because it's actually a lot of very dangerous, difficult mobs. Just from sheer volume, size, and monotony. It's kind of just because of monotony that's making this difficult. This is... Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. I have string on me, so I can remake a cotton swab, so I can just get another villager spawn egg and make a new one. But I completely forgot about the fact that that might be a problem. You know what? I need to make another... I need to make... There we go. I need to make another waystone. I need to just come back and deal with the rest of this later on. We're at 40 minutes. It is getting very late. I don't know if I can keep going much longer. So, this might be our temporary base of operations. I've been marking things off with the wolves. I'm going to go ahead and make another waystone. I think I'm going to keep going for a little bit longer. I think I can keep going for a little bit. I want to clear at least this little segment here. I haven't even... I found another library, but it was kind of off of the path I was going through. I'm trying to clear it semi-methodically. So, there is another library. I did pass by it. Haven't cleared it yet. We're going to get to that in a little bit. I just need to stop and repair Morgan for a little bit. Get all these put away and make another waystone. But this place is rough. Like, this place started cool. It's not really feeling very cool anymore. Like, this is a very hard dungeon, and the longer I stay in here, the less I like it. Anyways, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm just gonna stay here repairing and dealing with some stuff. Okay, so apparently our little forward operating base right here is right above a dead end, so we can keep traveling back this ways. Up here still needs to be cleared. Then off in this direction still needs to be cleared. But I think everything in that direction, at least for a little while, is good. What does the map even look like for this? Oh, that looks like the actual important part of the dungeon, and I'm just going through the, like, back part of it. Am I in the back rooms? I'm beginning to think I might be in the back rooms. Anyways, that spot's clear. There's more upstairs. There's something in that room. I don't even know. Every room feels the same, except for the rooms that specifically don't. Which isn't very many. Like, so far, that has been that lava room that we skipped past, because we figured we'd see what else was around. And a couple of libraries are the only thing that feels different. Nothing else. Every other room is identical. And so far, there's a few vibranium pieces I've been leaving behind for now, so that I can just deal with all inventory stuff at once. But so far, it's just the same exact loot as the other dungeons, which is, yeah, not great. The only actually good, rare, important loot we've got out of this place is those smithing templates, which I'm not even entirely sure why we're getting those now. That's just not even the right dimension. But I'm gonna keep going for a little bit. I'm feeling a little bit better after just stopping and setting up a base of operations. That's this part done. There's evokers upstairs. Go away. Upstairs, still need to deal with. That side's done. This is just a little thing. Don't even think that warrants marking off. So, that's technically this room done. It's just what's upstairs of this area. I think this upstairs connects to the rest of the upstairs, so... Let's see. Apparently I've been up here, or just managed to kill something up here by just randomly swinging. But more just random backpacks that are probably just going to get dumped and never used. Yeah. This place is something. What's up with this room? Let's see. This feels like it's outside of the dungeon. This feels... that is because this is, in fact, outside of the dungeon. Cool. We've somehow managed to escape. What's up with this little room that we shouldn't really have access to from here? My sword wouldn't swing for a moment there. Everything go away. Everything needs to go away. Everything needs to stop existing. Everything stops existing. Oh, I got super speed. Oh, I somehow executed my own magical sword. Cool. Either that or something has an execution sword that would also be able to one-shot me. So that's a minor threat. Again, same old loop. It would be so much better if I was getting anything that wasn't the exact same stuff in every single chest. I don't know. This dungeon started off cool. I like this dungeon in theory, but it's getting to be a bit much when everything is the same. Okay, I have made it back to spawn. Okay, so that's how we leave this place. Now that we're back to the entrance, I can more methodically go through, clear out everything that I was just leaving out before. That's probably a pretty good place to end things off. So, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody. Okay, so I'm still here. I started trying to clear out a bit more on my way back towards our little operating base, and I decided to actually, read. So, obviously, I'm rushing through here. The only thing we're getting out of here right now is the unobtainium smithing templates, which are actually ready to go get again. I just got one for the same one we got at the beginning. But, I decided to look up how exactly do we actually get the vibranium smithing templates. Because, so far we're only getting this. And as it turns out, found in suspicious soul sand and bastions. Yeah, reading is a pretty important skill. Yeah, and this one specifically says dropped by the trial spawner in the library of the dungeon within the other. Cool. I also found some iron bars that lead to something other cool. I marked it as spot. I don't actually remember how to get back to there from right here. There it is. It's down here, I guess. But yeah, I should have read. I forgot to clear down here. Let's just go do this. Also of note, break every spawner. Ignore for a moment. Just break every spawner you see and just keep on running. Oh, hey, look, there's another lava room, just from a different angle this time. Every single chest is identical. But if we look at this menu now, we're literally as good as we could possibly get. So, yeah, it's not looking... It's looking like if we want to go the evil route, we're gonna have to try even harder than we already have. What random site do we have right now? None, it just ran out as I went to look. Anyways, for real now, I think I'm good to head off. I need to make my way back to that, I need to make my way back to the forward operating base, which is being a bit rough. But for real now, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all so much for watching one more time, and a special thanks to the channel members. Yamato Tanagura, Goddess of the Starfilled Void, and the Phantom Knight. Thank you all so much for your extra support. So for now, for real now, take care everybody.